Hello student, in the last lecture we have discussed about the D block elements, that is introductory part. What is the position of the D block element in the periodic table? Which groups belongs to the D block in the periodic table? And we have discussed the traditional definition of the D block elements and what is the condition, that is a partially filled D subcell in the atom or in the common oxidation state. Those conditions we have discussed here. The next part of this D block element we are going to discuss, that is the how the D block elements are classified. So classification of the D block elements in the periodic table. We know that in the periodic table you are going to have group 3rd to 12th belongs to the D block elements. In the 3rd group you are going to have the scandium is the first element. Then next this is the third group, scandium, then yttrium, then lanthanum, then actinium. These elements are in the 3rd group in the periodic table, and here you are going to get 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, last 12th group. I told you from 3rd group to 12th group you are having the D block elements here. In the 3rd group, scandium, yttrium, lanthanum and actinium. Here the scandium belongs to 4th period, yttrium belongs to 5th period, lanthanum belongs to 6th period and actinium belongs to 7th period. Now I will write the 3rd group, first element scandium, and which are the other element belongs to the 4th period. Scandium, atomic number 21 it is there. Next element titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, and last one is the zinc. So these are the D block elements which belongs to the 4th period. Here in the 5th period I will write the starting element and the last element. Yttrium is the starting element in the 5th period and cadmium is the last element in the 12th period. Next, lanthanum is the starting element in the 6th period and mercury is the last element in the 6th period here. Actinium is the first element in the 7th period, and we know that the 7th period is incomplete period, therefore there is no last element in the 7th period here. What is the reason why I am writing this 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th? Based on this 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th elements, the D block elements are classified. If you go through this, the scandium, so I will write here, the scandium electronic configuration is argon 4s2 3d1. So here you can see scandium is having electronic configuration d1, 3d1. It is present in the 4th period and it is having the electronic configuration in the D subcell, it is 3d1. If you go to the titanium, d2, 4th 3d2, vanadium d3, likewise up to d10 you are going to get here. So if you go through the 4th period element, that is from scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc, it starts from 3d1. Scandium it starts from 3d1 and zinc it gets end with 3d10. It means which elements are there in this 4th period? From 3d1 to 3d10. Therefore, the 4th period which is there, this 4th period is known as 3d series element. 4th period is of what? 3d series. So next if you go to the yttrium to cadmium, starting electronic configuration you are going to get 4d1 and it gets end with 4d10. Means if 3d1 gets end with 3d10, it is known as 3d series. Similarly here yttrium, it starts from 4d1 to 4d10, therefore this it is known as 4d series element. Similarly if you move to lanthanum to mercury, so you are going to get 5d series elements. And last one, actinium, it belongs to 6d series elements. So these are the classes for the division or classification of d block elements. Means the d block elements are there. These d block elements are classified into 4 class or 4 types. Which are the 4 types? 3d series elements, 4d series elements, 5d series elements and 6d series elements here. My dear students, only this classification is not required. Along with this, you should know how many elements are there in the each series, which is the starting element and which is the last element. So look here, you know 3d series, 4d series, 5d series and 6d series. These are the 4 different types of the d block elements. Now you are going to write how many elements are there in each series. You can say here first element is there, last element is there. Therefore, there are 10 elements. So 3d series having 10 elements. I am going to write number of elements in the series. 10 elements are there. Here also starting element is also there. Last element is also there, means complete 10 elements are placed in the 4d series. Therefore number of elements in the 4d series are 10. In 5d also you are having lanthanum is the first element, mercury is the last element, therefore you are going to have the 10 elements. But you can see here in the 6d series, in 6d series you are having only one, that is starting element, but you don't have the last element. Here last 2 groups are empty. At the elements are not discovered and they are not placed in the 11th and 12th group in the 7th period. It means in the 7th period you are going to have only 8 elements in this. So in 3d, 4d, 5d all 10 elements are placed. But in the last 6d series elements, in that 7th period you have only 8 elements. Likewise 10, 10, 10 and 8 together you are going to get 38 elements. In d block elements, in modern periodic table, you are going to get 38 elements are placed in the 3rd group to 12th group in the periodic table. So this is the position of the d block elements. I told you along with the number of elements, you all are required to remember which is the first element and which is the last element here. Now which is the first element here in the 3d series? Scandium, it is the first element, and which is the last element? Zinc is the last element. Which is the first element in this? Yttrium, and last one is what? Cadmium. In the 5d series, lanthanum and mercury. Which is the first element in 6d? Actinium, and as you know there is no last element because it is an incomplete period here. So this is all about the classification of the d block element. So what important points you are going to remember for this classification? Already you know what is the position of the d block elements in the periodic table, that is from 3rd group to 12th group, and from you are having 4th period to 7th period. So now what you are going to remember here? You are going to have the classification 3d series element, 4d series element, 5d series element and 6d series elements. Here first scandium to zinc 3d, yttrium to cadmium 4d, lanthanum to mercury 5d, actinium and last one that is for the 6d. And you got the reason. Here the scandium to zinc, the electronic configuration starts from 3d1 to 3d10. That's why it is called, these elements are called as what? 3d series element. Here in the yttrium to cadmium you are going to have the electronic configuration 4d1 to 4d10. Therefore these elements are called as the 4d series element. Here 5d1 to 5d10. 6d1 to 6d10 is there. So this is about the classification of the D block elements here. Now you are going to discuss the properties of the D block elements. This is the introductory part. Definition of the D block element, position of the D block element, then what is the condition for the D block element, and classification of the D block element. This is the introductory part. After this introductory part, you are going to remember the different properties of the D block element or different properties of the transition elements here. Now I will list out the properties of the transition elements. So which are the properties of the transition elements you are going to discuss in this D block element topic. And there are 8 to 9 properties are there. Among these 8 to 9 properties, 2 properties will be definitely asked for the 3 marks here. Here which are the properties you are going to discuss? First property you are going to discuss, that is electronic configuration. Electronic configuration of D block elements, that is general electronic configuration, and configuration of all the series 3D to 6D series. Second property you are going to discuss, that is atomic size of the D block elements. Atomic size. And third property you are going to discuss, that is the oxidation state, variable oxidation state of the D block element. Next you are going to discuss the fourth property, that is the magnetic property. Magnetic property of D block element. Then fifth one you are going to discuss color property of the D block elements. Then sixth one you are going to discuss the complex formation of the D block, complex formation of the D block element. Seventh property you are going to discuss, that is catalytic property. Catalytic property of the D block elements. Eighth property you are going to discuss, that is interstitial compounds formation. Interstitial compound formation. And next property and last property you are going to discuss, that is alloy formation of the D block elements. So these properties in detail you are going to discuss for these D block elements. And I am repeating, there are total 9 properties. Among these 9 properties, 2 properties definitely you will get in the annual examination. And in the annual examination, you are not supposed to write in detail, to the point outright. While discussing this, I will explain you how to write in the annual examination. Now, one by one we will discuss here. First property is the electronic configuration. So you know what do you mean by the electronic configuration. So in the electronic configuration, you know that the distribution of the elements in the subcell or in the orbital. Okay. For example, you know that carbon is the element having how many electrons? 6 electrons. These 6 electrons you are going to distribute in the subcell in the increasing order of their energy. You are not distributing only the electron in the subcell. You are distributing the electron in the subcell by the increasing order of the energy. You are not writing 2p6 directly here. No, this is wrong. You are writing 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. There are total 6 electrons. First 2 electrons we are distributing in 1s. Second 2 electrons we are distributing in 2s. And last 2 electrons distributing in what? 2p. Capacity of P is 6, but we don't have 6 electrons. Here 4 electrons already we have distributed. Remaining 2 electrons we are distributing in what? Last one. Likewise, distribution of electrons in the subcell in the increasing order of the energy level, that is called as the electronic configuration. Now, what you are going to remember here? You are going to remember the electronic configuration for the D block elements here. Now I told you, you are having 3D series element. My dear student, 3D series elements you have to remember. If it is difficult to remember, you have to by heart the things and you should able to write 3D series elements. 3D series elements which starts from atomic number 21, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. Here, this is a 3D series element. You are going to write 21 scandium. I am going to write argon here. In the basic lecture I told you, if I write argon, it covers how many electrons? 18 electrons. Remaining 3 electrons you need to distribute. After argon, next subcell is 4s. You can add 2 electrons in this. 18 plus 2, 20. 1 electrons left, that you can add in VD1 here. Correct? So look here, these are 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30 here. So titanium it is there. Similarly, argon 4s2, 3d2. Argon 4s2, 3d3. Here exceptional case is there, we will discuss later, but here it is not 4s1, it is 4s2, it is 4s1, 3d5. Argon 4s2, 3d5. Then argon 4s2, 3d6. Argon 4s2, 3d7. Argon 4s2, 3d8. Copper is also exceptional. Argon instead of 4s2 it will get 4s1 and instead of 3d9 it will get 3d10. And last one zinc. Argon 4s2, 3d10. This is the electronic configuration of 3D series element. Why I have written this? By taking 3D series element, you can write general electronic configuration. So look here, 3D series elements, scandium to zinc, are present in the fourth period of the periodic table. Fourth period, therefore n is equal to 4. N is equal to what? 4 here. But what happens? The differentiating electron, which is the differentiating electron? 3d1, 3d2 up to 3d10. These are the differentiating electron. Which is the valence cell? Fourth is the valence cell. But differentiating electron is not entering in the fourth cell. It is entering in which cell? Third cell. Fourth cell is the valence cell, last cell. Third cell is last but one cell. Last but one cell, I told you in the definition, it is called as penultimate cell. Ultimate cell is the last one. Last but one is called as the penultimate cell. Differentiating electron enters in the D subcell of the penultimate cell, that is last but one cell. Therefore, you are not going to write it as ND1 to 10. You are going to write N minus 1 D1 to 10. If you go through the general electronic configuration of P block, you are going to write what? NP1 to 6. In S block, you are going to write NS1 to 2. Because differentiating electron in the P and S, it is entering in the valence cell of the S and P. But here, in the D subcell, it is entering in the last but one. So you cannot write it as ND1. Because you can see here, this is present in the fourth, but it is getting 3d1. So therefore, you can write it as what? N minus 1 d1 to 10 it is there. But only this is not the general electronic configuration of the d block element. What is there here? Argon. Argon is the rare gas. For 4D series, 3D series for fourth period, you are going to get argon. If you go for the 4D series, you will get krypton. xenon, radon. Likewise, you are going to get. Therefore, in general, so you are going to write general electronic configuration of d block elements, that is rare gas. You are going to write what? Rare gas. This is the rare gas. After that, you are having what? Yes. You tell me, yes subcell is of nth cell or n minus 1 cell? Nth cell. Look here, this is n is equal to 4. Here also you are going to get what? 4 here. So therefore, you are going to write ns. But you are not getting the d as a n. It is getting what? N minus 1. So you are going to get what? N minus 1 d here. Again, some points you need to write here. What is the capacity of this S and what is the capacity of D? You can write here. Capacity of D is what? From 1 to 10 here. Do you have any other number? Do you have 11 here? No. You have the limit from 1 to 10 here. So lower limit is what? 1. Upper limit is what? 10. So therefore n minus 1 D 1 to 10 you can write here. Likewise, you tell me what is the upper limit and lower limit? It is not 2. Here 2 for the maximum cases, but there are the 2 exceptional elements you can get when you are getting S1 here. Therefore, you cannot write NS2 here because there are the elements with the NS1 electronic configuration as well as NS2 electronic configuration. Therefore, you can write NS1 to 2. NS1 to 2 you can write. So, therefore, what is this? Is nothing but the complete general electronic configuration of the d block elements here. So look here, what you can write here? Rare gas, NS 1 to 2, n minus 1, d 1 to 10. So many times they have asked for 1 marks, write the general electronic configuration for the d block elements. I think 4 years back they have asked the 1 marks question. Write the general electronic configuration for 3D series elements. They did not use the word general electronic configuration. In the question paper, they have asked as write the electronic configuration for the 3D series element. In the 3D series, you have 10 elements. The question was for 1 mark. Therefore, you cannot write all these 10. It is foolishness. They are asking for 1 marks, means your answer also should be 1 line answer. What they have asked here, write the general electronic configuration of the 3D series elements. So only you have to substitute what is the n value, what is the which is the rare gas into the numbers. You tell me in 3D series, this is a 3D series. In 3D series, here rare gas generally I have given, but which rare gas is used here? Argon. So you are going to write argon here. What is the n number for 3D series? 4s 1 2. What is n minus 1? If n is 4, what would be the n minus 1? 4 minus 1 is what? 3. So 3d 1 2. So this is the electronic configuration for 3D series elements. Okay. The question was asked for 3D series. Now for your batch they may ask for 4D series, they may ask for 5D series. Then afterwards you will complain, sir has not taught for 4D, 5D, 6D. So therefore I am repeating that also. So look here, if you go for the 4D series, next rare gas, argon. After that argon you are going to have what? Krypton. After krypton you are going to have what? Xenon. After xenon you are going to have what? Radon. So for 4D series, krypton, what is the n value? For 3D it is 4. For 4D it is what? 5s 1 to 2, 4D 1 to 10. For 5D series, what is the n value? 6s 1 to 2 and here 5D 1 to 10. For the radon, that is 7D series, that is 7s 1 to 2, 6D 1 to 10. So for 1 marks you are supposed to write only 1 line answer. If they ask for 3D series, argon 4s 1 to 2, 3D 1 to 10. For 4D series, krypton 5s 1 to 2, 4D 1 to 10. For 6D series, xenon 6s 1 to 2, 5D 1 to 10. And radon 7s 1 to 6D 1 to 10. That is for 7D series here. Okay, so this is about the electronic configuration. Thank you.
Thank you.
किती मिनिटं झाले?
25.
बस